All right, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. We're back here today in the long dark, and I wanted to do a little bit more on Broken Silence. We got a little bit out the other day in another video, but I decided to to change some things. Now we are in this same coastal highway. We're back here, but this is a different Astrid. Now this is a super Astrid. You know, I like to have a few Astrids around that I can do pretty much anything I need to do if there's a new update. So she's got good clothes, right? Lightweight as possible, but also we want all the warmth. We got a 52-degree warmth bonus and a 23-degree windproofing bonus. So that would be better if I did some sewing, but right now that's what we got. Usually it's like 52 and 25, I think, but nice and warm, right? No need to worry about that. We got all the gear we need. If you look at the top left, we got the technical backpack. We also have a moose hide bag, so we're able to carry as much as we possibly can. Now, we didn't start out this way. Unfortunately, I needed a different Astrid than the one I was using, so I grabbed this one from Sundered Pass. She was lost, but I did this thing called YouTube and Reddit, and I found out where I was and figured out how to get out of there. But uh, it's been a long journey, and I've got a lot of stuff done. But here's the thing: I got a lot more of an understanding of how all this is working, right? And let's start with the trader. So I've done a series of trades already. I've probably done this will be trade number 3, and we can go check that out here right now because it's actually getting towards evening time. But Broken Silence has really just changed the game, and you know, the ability to build stuff and make stuff, the workbenches and make your own furniture is nice. The ability to, make these trades is just overpowered. And I mean, the redecorating and the decorating is also pretty intense. I mean, you're going to be able to put beds and stuff. Oh, great, it's foggy. That's okay. In places that don't have beds, storage. I think the storage is probably what people are going to really be interested in. And well, in a little bit, I want to start off with the trades because it's actually time to go do trades. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of check out the furniture bench and the stuff you can build. But the reason I'm here in Coastal Highway is because this is where you can actually do your trades. This is where you need to meet the trader. I think it's funny because I think it's both. It's a smart decision. All right, let's start with that. It's a smart decision, and I feel like it was an easy decision because, hello, dear, because it's a good place for long-term survival. It's not that hard to get to. And you can get here from multiple regions. Sorry, I'm just a little. I feel like I was drifting a little to the left there, but anyway. And you have beachcombing, so I always say this is where I want to go towards the end game anyway. There's the fishing hut. Okay, and then. Let's see, I want to go from here. Because basically, the beachcombing is going to allow you to survive possibly infinitely. And you have it here, you have it in Crumbling Highway, which is a little transition zone near here. And then in Desolation Point. So a lot of beachcombing, and the beachcombing, when they updated it, became crazy powerful as well. And it really can help you live pretty much infinitely. in the long dark. Because not only is food washing up, oh, a backpack. Not only are, good thing Mr. Bear's not here. You know why he's not? I just killed him. So I guess we can have a peek in here. Yeah, anyway. Creep over this way.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
But back to the point. So yeah, so not only is there fish, you know, firewood, teas, and clothing, you know, stuff that's gonna wear out, get destroyed over time, or it might anyway. You can re-up. You know, you might be down a jacket, but then one washes up on shore. Is what I'm saying. So instead of just not having any more jackets, not having any food around, and it's always, you know, it could be a deer carcass, it could be a wolf carcass. So here we are at Misanthrope's homestead. So basically I shot straight across from the gas station. I mean, I wouldn't say straight, but straight-ish. Anyway, so yeah, you know, tools wash up. So if you're having trouble with a hacksaw, you know, well, there you go. If you have somehow found yourself unable to forge for some reason, you lost your hammer, there's arrows, you know, that wash ashore. And you can break them down and make your own and make them, you know, they're usually not in great shape. But here's the trading box we want to get here. Like I said, I was kind of in a hurry because I was trying to basically get to it before nightfall, and we're right at the edge of it. And I think I also need to check the trade. Alright, so I'm getting salt, and for that they need raw animal meat, or fish meat, and water. And then the other trade is same thing. So I'll talk about why I chose these two here in a minute. I don't really need either one of these. The salt will come in handy. The oil is, I just wanted something else to trade. But basically you go in and you pick your trade, right? And then we need to put 6 pounds of meat in here. 2, 4, 6. And then we'll skip over to the cooking oil. We need 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds of meat in there. And, oh, I should have used this meat. Yeah, well, whatever. Oh, hey, man. Give me my stale beef jerky. I need that. Anyway, how you guys doing? I hope you're out there having a good day. Hope you're doing what you want to do. And it's going well. I'm having a great day. It's finally cooling off here. It was like 75 degrees yesterday. It's December. But no worry, it's Virginia. It's going to be 30 degrees tonight. It's just how it works. Alright, the water. So I'm learning that I don't really understand. I need to work on my conversions.
Yeah, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, I think it's more than enough. Alright, so yeah. You can see here, this one's asking for 33.81 ounces of water. This one's asking for the same. Some trades will ask you for 0.52 gallons, or possibly more. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out, all right, how many ounces is a gallon? So I just put a bunch of, I'll show you what I did here in a minute. I just grabbed a bunch of water. And the good thing is it doesn't really matter. So now I know 33 ounces is 0.26 gallons, which is 1 skillet full of water. 0.52 excuse me, gallons of water is 1 cooking pot full of water. Right. Whoops. So that one's done. No, that one's done. Now we need to do this one. Boom. All right. Now, no matter what, I don't think it matters whether you hit ready trade or you go back. Once everything's in the box, that's it. It's going to lock up. So I'm going to hit back this time. And now you'll see the trade box is locked. So again, once you get everything in there and you back out of that menu, you know, don't think you want, if you're like, oh, I'm going to trade out that bear meat for this deer meat. Once it's, you know, that's it. It's in there. You're good. Yeah. So I brought a bunch of meat down here because a lot of the trades, and we're going to go be able to see the trades here very shortly. We'll have an Aurora tonight. Pretty sure it just happens every single time. And since they were asking for 0.52 before, I've kind of been dropping that. Off in a couple little piles here. And this time we'll do 0.26, which is, yeah, it's just 2 water bottles.
Oh, it's getting dark out here.
I just need to remember it's just 2 water bottles. I don't need to spread this out like this. But I will do one more. Of these. Now, if you're noticing that the menus are acting up, and I'll point it out again, the values of some of these things when you drop them on the ground isn't changing until you either scroll away or go to it or just back out of the menu. It's confusing, and when you're trying to get rid of, let's say I had a stack of something here, stack of something here, it's something I didn't want to put down, right? So I'm dropping these. There's 4 of each in one of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this is still gonna. I've actually dropped these. But this will still show this picture, and it'll show 4 of them being there, or 2, whatever. And even though I drop it, it'll drop this one. Just be careful putting your stuff down. How about that? Alright, how much water do I have on me? Plenty for me. And like I said, so I've got 3 little piles of 0.52. It's for specific trades that want that much water, and then we've got a little more. To make more, there's a little spot back here. Yeah. It's not 100% windproof, but it's pretty darn good, right? So I put a fire here just so I can make water. And then, I mean, this area right here is also probably pretty good for a fire. I try to see if I could get one, like, yeah, right in here, as close as possible, you know. But if you put the stuff in the box, and this is another thing, I love this game. So if you are playing the Tails and you put everything in the, you know, the battery and the scrap metal and all that kind of, the wires, into the Tails signal tower, little signal tower boxes, you get an Aurora. And now, if you put something in the fishing box, you get an Aurora. Now what's interesting is, depending on what you do and what you pick for trades, some are really easy. I had a bunch of meat laying around and a bunch of water ready to go. So if I, like, so I'm going to show you what happens. So we stuck it in the box. Eventually, I don't know if you get to see him sail in, but we're going to see homie's boat, the trader's boat, here shortly. But let's head back. But I probably put about, I don't even know, 10 hours, maybe more, into getting this Astrid ready. Let's have a quick look. Let's see. It's been days, so we were. Okay. Somewhere. There we go. And here we went to the transfer pass. There we were. So there was Sundered Pass. So like day 31. I love how it doesn't even show the transfer pass. It just says Sundered straight to zone. But that's not how it worked. Anyway, so day 31, we're on day 73. And you can see we spent a good bit of time in Pleasant Valley. That's where I'm going to set up my main base. But oh yeah, let's go back. So I dropped the stuff off, and he's gonna come pick it up. Then we're gonna have a little talk on the radio. There we go. And then, and I don't think it, like, I know, I absolutely know, and, like, basically, the Aurora is going to last. I don't know if it lasts all night, but it lasts long enough for me to do what I need to do. So, you need an Aurora to talk to the trader. I had the original conversation with him. Y'all, I'll leave it up to you to just go do that. It's like 5 minutes of dialogue. The most interesting part about it, it's Bellathor from Elder Scrolls. He does a ton of voices, but I just usually call him Bellathor. I don't know his actual name. The voice actor that does Bellathor. But he does a ton of voices in not just Skyrim, but in Elder Scrolls and in video games. You know, you can find him in all. He's in some of the Fallout games as well. But yeah, he's the Breton trader in Whiterun. Bellathor. So, props to the actor. The acting's great. I you know, I just, I didn't include it. What do we got stomping around out here? So I've been wondering. I've been trying to keep track of where animals are. And beyond finding the moose that now spawns at the Ranger's cabin in Mystery Lake, I've been trying to keep an eye out. Now, there's usually no moose that spawns here at all. To say I've been looking for moose spawn would be a big lie. But there's also always the chance that there's just not a moose on the map. But where I'm hoping, of course, they put it is here, where the random moose just sometimes shows up. But I said I got a decent amount of meat. You might have saw all the hides down earlier. How much room is left in there? Not too much, right? Yeah. This one holds, what, 88 pounds? Yeah. Then we got her. About 60 pounds in there. And then I got, like, it's just laying around in different places. We got some fishies. Piles of meat here. Skedaddle. So we're gonna go run in here and then talk to the trader. I think his name is like Sutherland. I want to say Sunderland. Oh, what's up, Mr. Wright? How's it going? Hope you're out there having a good day. I'm doing well, thank you. I already know you want to know. Alright, so we pop over here. There it is. See, I keep dropping stuff. We'll talk about some glitches. We could blue screen and die, by the way, too. That keeps happening. Alright, so here's the radio in the Kwanzaa gas station. We're going to grab it.
Hey, what's the story?
And then, even though we put it in the box, we need to let him know, right? It makes sense that we put it in the box.
On it.
And that's our little code to him, I suppose. Once you have the first set of dialogues so far, I haven't had any else. But I do know that you need to gain trust with the trader. Wait. Over time. And you will get more trades. So far, though... Okay, it's books. So far, though, the trades have been kind of weak. Again, we'll get a whole list of them here in a minute. I can't even use that. I think I'm reading both of these. Let's. Oh, that's almost unnecessary. I think this right now. Pistol or fishing? I'd rather have the fishing right now. Alright, a couple extra. Let's get a drink. I'll do it in case I want some coffee. I'll probably want to grab a coffee. And out the door we go. About to make some supper. Nice. Yeah, I just had some leftover pasta. I got a bunch of stuff. My mom sent me like an early Christmas present. An Omaha Steaks box. So I am looking forward to getting all that stuff cooking. Years ago, I was a sous chef and a cook in restaurants, and so I know how to cook. I like to cook. We got some steaks, some pork chops, some chicken. Oh my goodness, what else? Hot dogs, apple tart. Thing is loaded. Pasta. Because I didn't feel like the steaks are definitely thawing out. Probably eat those tomorrow. Oh, burgers too. Like I said, it was pretty sweet. Sweet of my mother too. Barry's back, so God, I just killed him. Look at him all glowing and purdy. Anyway, so yeah, this is I do these in passive mode, so we don't have to worry about too much. We can just focus on what the changes are. But we always want to be. Oh, interwebs are acting ugly. We always want to be careful of Mr. Bear. Even if he shouldn't. Because, again, passive doesn't mean they won't attack you. Don't mess with them. Oh, you're making noodles. Nice. Yep. I did bow tie pasta. It's like, I don't know if you know much. It's like a pomodoro. So it's just like a lot of chopped up little tomatoes. And sauce. I've been being good. I got to see my doctor. I actually had to change the appointment, but I got to see my doctor in a couple months, and I put on a few pounds. And carbs don't seem to mess with me too much. Pasta, and I try to eat all like, it's like whole grain, multi-grain pastas when I do. Tricolor. I like tricolor. I don't really like spinach that much, but you can't really taste it in the noodle. Alright, so yeah, there's the boat. I don't know if you can see it. I'll just go down here to the dock. You know what I thought was funny, or would be funny? Oh, I didn't think I have one, but I might actually. I think I might have one here. Is to one of these nights just to bring the flare gun. And just fire a flare. Like, just come get me. Come get me. Get me out of this stupid Great Bear Island and save me. No. 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 The whole betrayal of this guy is he's kind of a little crazy. All right, so you can see lock is off, right? I'll go to the end here. I don't trust all this since that boat accident I had. I got on a boat that had washed up on shore and it still tossed me in the ice. Garbage. I actually made a short about it. But there it is. There's the sailboat. There's Sunderland or something like that. Pop in here, and again, the salt is 22 pounds. And you're like, dang, pizza, what in the world do you need that much salt for? I don't. Interestingly enough, my weight didn't change until I put the oil in. Yeah, there's some little funky things that need to be taken care of. Yeah, I don't need anything else from right now. So now, and I don't, like I said, I don't think he sails off or anything. I think he appears. So you go talk to him on the radio, and I'm sure he just spawns in the next time you walk outside. So as far as like the exchange goes, that's the easy part, and then we'll run in and we'll put in another order. So I don't think I ever spit that out earlier. That you get basically enough time to get back to the Quonset Hut gas station and put in the bear and put in another order. And you can jog it out if you want. I haven't had any issues yet. The first time I was just because of the way I've been playing, I was pretty much completely stacked on fatigue. Like I only been up for like an hour or two. And basically I just hung out and waited for Aurora in Pleasant Valley at the community center in Thompson's Crossing. And that's where I first contacted him. There's no time limit, so you don't have to worry about like, oh man, I gotta get to you know, let's say you talk to him on the radio in Sundered Pass. Please don't think you gotta immediately run here. It's just whenever you get here and put the stuff in the box. Ooh, spicy ramen and tuna. Good. Classic. Yep, I know, you know, lots of people do their own variations and versions of ramen, but I usually like to go spicy too. I prefer to I prefer to make it spicy myself. You know, some of the hot bowls, they're just like, well, it depends on where you get them too. There's actually an Asian market not too far from me, so I can get some pretty good ramen bowls. But like, some of them are just like, it's just hot. It doesn't have any flavor to it. It doesn't taste like anything. But like I said, I cook, so you know, I got all kinds of dried chilies and peppers and stuff. I got quite the herb cabinet, the herb cabinet, whatever you think. I got a friend, and actually, speaking of, you know, getting Christmas stuff, I'll probably be getting a box soon, and I got a friend from Arizona that sends me dried chili peppers. Some of them they grow themselves, and some of them are just like, you know, there'll be like some local hot sauces, and it's just a little spicy box, I guess. But I'll get a big pile of Hatch chilies and some Chipotle, stuff like that. Look at this. Look how gorgeous. I love this place. You know, like I said, this place ought to be kind of an end-game base anyway, or at least one of them. One of the ones you travel around to. If you get the perk where you can stay inside as long as you want, well then, you know, if this is it, this is it. I'd love to stay here. And they haven't quite, you know, this spot right here, if you put a fire, eventually I'll put one down right here. It's not quite as windproof as the one that used to be, or sometimes still is in Mystery Lake, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've been out here cooking in blizzards. Oh yeah, the radio. I'm like, what do I know I'm in a hurry. Boop. Now, we've got an Aurora, so we got the lights on, but I'm going to show you a couple of the little benefits that we've got along with this. Now, intended or not, they're fantastic, and I am very happy with it. But it's too bright in here to do right now. I feel like they turned the light up in here, too. I don't remember it being... Like, look how bright this is. Anyway, he starts yelling at you the second you walk in the door.
Are you there? Pick it up.
So, yeah, like I said, if you know the voice, Bellator,
Pick up if you hear me.
that's him right there. Especially when he's yelling, he sounds just like him.
Are you there?
Yeah. Alright.
What's the latest?
Oh! Okay. Well, alright, so yeah, we've done 3 trades, and now I have more conversations with them. So, buckle up, kids. It's going to be fascinating. Help?
All this drifting on the water makes my mind go places. And thanks to my leg, well, there's no way I could manage it. I've got something that needs doing, and you're gonna do it for me, got it?
Oh, we're getting a mission.
But I'll make it worth your while.
Sure, sure, sure.
Don't doubt it.
What if it's just bring him stuff? Yeah, what's the job?
Find my brother.
Oh my god.
He hasn't checked in since it all went dark.
Oh, this is
He
going to
runs
be
with
bad.
A group of preppers. Bad guys as crew, but they look up to him. There were always 3 that followed Wyatt around.
Is he one of the island boys?
Stockpilers, hunters,
Or whatever they call themselves.
conspiracy nuts. Maybe you know the type.
I don't know, sounds like a pretty good stash.
Their old bunkers would be a good place to start looking for them.
Oh, I've already checked like 3 of
One of
them.
the guys had a half a brain, unlike the other 2 who were caught up in mounting heads on the wall or scribbling crazy theories. I'd start with him, the half a brain survivalist.
Oh man, please don't be one I have to go back to.
Signs of Wyatt you can find. Something squirreled away, out of sight. A loose brick, you get the idea.
Oh man.
Those idiots thought they were so damn clever. You do that, and I'll start sharing
Ooh.
my best stuff with you.
See, I've been wondering.
Don't. Well, good luck to you, pal.
I am wondering. Alright, so this is my 3rd trade because I've been trying to go for the wolf pants.
This is all I found.
There's been some cool stuff, right? Whatever. So when I was saying, oh, these are different. Oh, we might be going some mountains. Living infinitely, you know, cooking away on flour right there. Those are 2 things that you can just kind of keep making bannock or rosehip and pies, meat pies, so you know, any kind of pies. And it's part of the cooking ingredients. And so these he's had these pretty much every single time I've come to order, right? What's a special request? Okay. What's... Oh. So, I don't think I'm going to take this right now. I think this will show up again. Because it's a trade. Right? Yeah. And I don't want to... I won't be able to make any of these other trades until I do that. Well, we got socks, too. 10 harvestables, 2 cured gut, 3 rabbit pelts. Specifically rabbit. Interesting. There's the saw. Oh, more books. Alright, so I've already got a fishing book because I thought, well, that would be a nice one to just kind of add on to. And getting high level in fishing it takes a long time. What does he want? Fish, water, and ptarmigan down. I already made a trade and gave up some of my ptarmigan down. I had 20. So I guess I have like 14 now. I don't know if it's worth it. Anyway, the salt, you can build a box to preserve meat now. So getting the salt is super helpful, but I've already got 2 bags, so I don't need any more of that. And then you can get stuff like rifle ammunition for any cured hides. So I just put out some. Oh, I meant to put out snares when I was out there. I guess I'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, so any hides, rabbit hides count. A lot of them just say that. It'll say like 6 any cured hides. It'll say 10 any cured hides. So get out there and beat those rabbits up. And then, what was it? One of them was specific this time. I wanted rabbits. Yeah, 3 cured rabbit pelts. Interestingly enough, I don't have any. But the nice thing about rabbit pelts is they cure over 3 days, which is another reason why you want to start getting them. And that's why I was going out there to set snares too. And it's kind of annoying with the harvestables, but I think I got enough. Ooh, 10 birch bark? No way. The MRE. And see, you got to make choices now. Do you want to use that maple sapling? Or not? See, any cured hides, ptarmigan down. Alright, I do want to get to his better trick. 12 for 5. So this is just like a unique thing. Fur's a little hard to get. Fur you build with. Like, a lot of the objects that you want to build with are made from fur. So, I don't know how often this trade comes up. Alright, I'm definitely going for the socks. 3 rabbit pelts, 2 cured guts. Already got the guts and the plants. Just need the pelts. And then I've already picked up some flour from him. I really only think I don't even think I have a maple sapling here. But the other nice thing is also on Stalker and below. If you don't if you don't want to go and do the whole bleak inlet thing and do the smithing thing, just buy ammo. The book is tempting. I just hate hunting ptarmigan. I think I'm going to go for the pineapple just so I have something else to trade. Alright, so we'll get, and you can get more than one, but 20 fir firewood, 24 fir firewood for 2 cans of pineapple. That's stupid. 12 is too much. Excuse me, just one second. Oh, nice. I missed this. Been cooking 44 years. Dope. Yep. Yeah. When I was a kid, uh, my mom was kind of like a hippie, I guess. I'm not trying to. I'm just using it as a descriptor, right? But and it's not anything wild now, but back then it was kind of different. But she was big into teaching me and my brother how to cook, so I started learning to cook when I was like, I mean, just like little kids do. You're helping bake and do stuff like that when you're little. But actually learning how to like fry things, do a roast, make fried chicken, make everything, any kind of basic meal you can think of. Oh, I didn't.
Here it is.
Didn't finish the trade. Socks and pineapple. Yeah. We can cancel the active trade. We're just going to end the call.
Yep, heading out.
Boom. I was just starting to think. I think maybe time does stand still when you're on that radio, which is cool. But yeah, I learned how to do. I can make a pie crust from scratch. I can turn a chicken to just about anything. Same thing with most parts of pigs, cows, and species. I make a mean salmon. I don't like salmon, but I cook it very well. Let's. We need to eat something. So for the most part, I've been trying to eat garbage food, right? But I'm going to turn this little store back into an actual store with my supplies. It'll also help with the storage, which isn't that big of a problem anymore. All right, what time is it? Let's do some things. Let's just eat, go to sleep, and then we'll do the rest in the daylight. We'll just eat this condensed milk. Cooking level 5. Carcass harvesting is up to 5 now. Let's do the skill tree real quick. Yeah, those are both at 5. Bloop, bloop. We get all the good bonuses from those. Fire starting's over 4, so I mean, I don't have to worry about starting fires anymore. Ice fishing. Like I said, I got an ice fishing book. I want to finish it. I might just start reading it real quick while the aurora's going on. Rifle's almost to 5. I had a bow for a while, but then I ditched it. No. That's not this playthrough. It's the other one. This one I read a book. Then we've got mending. It's heading towards level 4, which I'll be happy to get to. The revolver's heading to level 5. That's kind of why I wanted that book. And, of course, gunsmithing is always at 0. Yeah. It's gunsmithing. I don't need it right now, so I'm not doing anything with it. But I've got like 5 or 6 gunsmithing books in different locations. Oh, and I moved some stuff around. You probably, if you're familiar with this, you know I moved the shelves around a little bit. Moved the bed. The rest of it will be easier to see in the daylight. But let's go ahead and throw down on this book for a minute. See if I can finish it up. I think it's... I was hoping it only had like 2 hours left. What I think I'll do is just go to sleep. And since I'm going to be hanging around inside, maybe we'll finish the book tonight. We'll see. Should be decently early. Good. Alright, so you see this pile of skins, right? I came here and just straight started murdering. The other thing I want to bring up that has been just crazy helpful, but also super annoying is this thing, the travois. Not only is it helpful just period in the game, hauling meat, keeping scent, down, and just carrying a bunch of junk around. But if you're really going to try to tote and decorate some of these places, some of these things have pretty good weight to them. A TV weighs 11 pounds. The small ones do. I don't know what a big one weighs. Some of the bulletin boards weigh, 10, 11 pounds. So if you're really gonna decorate these places with all these pictures and toaster ovens and whatever you can shove in your backpack, you can even, by the way, pull that out here in the light. These tires, yeah. Oh, that's not going to go back up on there. How about up here? Anyway, it'll stick there for now. But as you can see, there's an outline over everything. And of course, if it's completely dark, I have no problem navigating this whole area without using a lantern or a torch, right? Now, this is huge because this saves matches. This saves, most importantly, lamp oil. Like, ridiculous amount of lamp oil. Because if you really got to keep turning it on and off every time you go to bed, every time you want to grab something from in here or do something, that adds up. Speaking of adding up, you see these little cans of lantern fuel. I've been collecting what I can. 0.52 gallons of oil is like 4 pounds of oil. That's like my whole jerry can. I had to use my whole jerry can for one trade. So get fishing. Keep your hands on these. There's another one. There was a trade that was like 0.7 something gallons. Like 6-7 pounds of lamp oil. So yeah, that's a lot of fish. Like a lot. Now you're gonna need meat for the trades as well, but Anyway. So yeah, I moved this workbench into here. We'll do something with that in a little bit. There's 2 workbenches in here. So it seems like a good idea to me to break one down, get the vise, and that way I can build a workbench somewhere else that doesn't have one. But I put the furniture workbench in here. And the one thing that we're going to go ahead and just build today, hopefully, is a... And again, here's the furniture we can build. Some of it's fir, some of it's going to be cedar. But most of it's fir. And in fact, most of what you need for most of the things in here is fir. So fir is less available than cedar. I'm assuming we can use all the drawers on these things as well. So hopefully this has 3 drawers, 22 pounds a piece, so 66 pounds, or maybe even 33 pounds a piece, so 99 pounds of storage would be nice. The dresser, I'm going to assume the dresser, again, maybe 11 pounds in the small drawers, 22 pounds in the big drawers, or 33 and something like that. But that's a lot of storage. And you can use the top of the dresser uh, to place items on top of it that you don't want to despawn. Because remember, when something gets to the countdown of 0 in a container, it despawns in this game. So if you want to, and you can still eat ruined candy bars, you don't want them to count down to 0, so, you know, here's a shelf to throw a bunch of, you know, junk on. And that's what I'm assuming these are for, too. So yeah, you see some are made of fur, 16 fur. That's... The problem with the fur is there's not a lot of areas where you're going to find a lot. Every now and then you'll find a little area where there's maybe like 3 limbs, you know. But generally speaking, you're going to have to really traverse your map to get all the fur for this. But cool little collectible shelf. Same thing with the drawers, you know, 2 cabinets and 2 drawers. Cabinets can hold up sometimes at 88 pounds. So, I mean, maybe this is like an 88 pound one, a 33 pound one, and there's some drawers that go up to 11 or 22. We could build this. I think this holds 33 pounds. I want to build this. But today, like I said, I'm focused on... Here's the rustic bed. I must pass the other beds. Here's the workbench. You just need 15 cedar firewood. Cedar's everywhere on every map, so that's not going to be too hard to get. And the vise, though. You really need the vise. 10 fir. Darn it. I thought it was cedar. I don't know if I have enough fur for this or not. Let's have a look.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No, I'm missing one. However, there might be some around. Should I do that today? What time is it? I should probably do that today. Just seeing what's necessary, what's not. I don't need this film on me. I haven't found a camera anywhere. Now, another thing I'm not doing, I'm not trying to watch a bunch of... Oh, it's 22 pounds of salt. That makes so much sense. I'm like, there's this... how am I... 22 pounds of salt. I think you need like 18 pounds or something like that to get the box. There we go. Come back to salt, and then what else? I don't need this all on me. I do tend to walk around with oil and flour now. It's a kind of a nice addition to your backpack. Just find some rose hips or some peaches. You can see I moved the shelving in here a little bit too. I haven't really done much decorating yet. I just haven't had much time. I did do some in Pleasant Valley. It does catch on that bottom sometimes. I don't know what that's about, but I do look forward, just like I like to make videos in Fallout where I do builds. I'm looking forward to doing some really cool stuff here in the Long Dark, so keep an eye out for those. Got fat off animals. Yes, sir. Yep. Now, when I was a kid, everything was still, I mean, processed stuff and all that packaged stuff was definitely coming into uh, popularity, more and more so. And more than just like TV dinners, you know, like packaged cake mixes and things like that were really starting to get to be a big deal. But yeah, when I was young, pretty much everybody, if you wanted a cake, someone made it for you, or you went to the bakery and got it. I made, you know, we had to learn how to make all our own batters and stuff for frying and sauces and oils and all that. I'm grateful for it. Interestingly enough, you know, and the nice thing is too, so basically throughout my life, doesn't matter, you know, with my kids, whatever relationship I've been in, I'm the cook. And the nice thing about that is, you know, I get to eat what I like to make and what I like to eat. All right. I'm hoping it looks like I might get lucky. So there's some limbs around here that I broke up. I chopped up not too long ago, and there was one of them that was fur. I'm hoping it's back. Yes, it is. There we go. And smart move, I mean, the weather's nice. I should probably chop up all these, so they kind of all come back at the same time. Oh, this is cedar. Oh, it's not back yet. Is it not back yet? Did it not come back? Is it somewhere else? Yeah. I know there was one piece back here. There was another one up top in the little area where there used to be bunnies and now they're deer. I don't know. I'll look around. Anyway, nice enough though that there are some limbs. A few. There's never really like too many in here. I would like to point out though we've got tons of reclaimed wood, and I'm also going to need a bunch of this to build the different types of furniture. You know, some of them you only need like 2 pieces. Some of them you need, some of them need like 4 or 6. I'm just going to let him be. It's weird that he's just standing there. Rifle ammo, I got a nice pile of rifle ammo. Yeah, cedar's back, but no fur. I guess I could have a quick look up this way. Can I go around that way? Anyway, I was hoping just to pop out, grab a limb and go back inside and just build that box. But as far as trades go, I've had a few recipes. One, I think, was called the Vagabond recipe. It looked like it had rabbits in it, like some kind of like a smaller, like a rabbit stew or soup. There's fur, I think. Yeah. So this one's back, but the one down below hasn't come back yet, I guess. Anyway, and then I want to say the other one was called Poach or something. They, they take 3 car batteries, right? And 3 car batteries is 99 pounds of carry weight. That means if I didn't carry anything else on me, I would be pretty much maxed. I also forgot to check this airplane crash. I just just remembered this up here. This is, to say it's new probably isn't very fair because it's been out for months and months, but you know.
Best be prepared for anything.
Grab all the food. 1, I can use it to decorate the store. 2, I can eat anything, so. Not a bad find. Like, if you happen to start somewhere near here, those 2 things would be great.
Well, this stuff
And
will come in
these.
handy.
And those. And I can't remember. Can you get in this thing? I think so. A lot of times there's leather gloves in planes and helicopters, so keep that in mind. Oh, yeah.
I think I can use this.
I've been gathering up all the clothing. Oh, there you go. This is, by the way, probably like the 5th aviator's cap I found. No, with the RNG, that looks like, oh, it's my footprint. Occasionally, it seems, and just you find like 20 of them. Ugh. You know, you'll be able to find, you know, you'll have 15 axes, but you will have 3 knives. All right, but this piece of fur will do what I need for right now, anyway. I'll probably build this and this storage box. Better to build the box outside. All right, I'll give it a shot. I didn't know you could. That seems like, it seems like you should, though. I was thinking about that. I was wondering too, like, about the storage containers, like the small one. And then they had the one that looks like the one that oh, you find coal in certain places. Supply bins. That's what it is. The supply bin's made of fur, but the little box is made out of cedar. Again, I'll probably just go ahead and chop these cedar up. No, I don't want to break down a branch. So everything kind of respawns, and I mean, the weather's letting me do it, so let's just go ahead and grab that. I have been grabbing, I mean, I'm basically using interloper rules as far as firewood is, because I need cedar and fir to actually, and reclaimed wood to do these, not only trades, but to build these various pieces of furniture. Sticks and coal. Sticks and coal. That's how I'm cooking food and making water. The nice thing is there's a ton of mines around here. And not just mines that are on this map, but there's also mines from Crumbly Highway and... Yeah, I'm going to go get that pistol and take care of some business here. There's also mines in Desolation Point. And speaking of which, blah, 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 transition. There's salt deposits. So I bought these 2 bags of salt just because I'm trying to get trades. I'm trying to get, like I said, I'm trying to get the wolf pants to pop up. I'm hoping, I don't think I need to do his special Wyatt mission to get the wolf pants. I think I've seen other people, because I've watched maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 videos. of people making trades. And the wolf pants, I'm pretty sure came up for one guy, just like it was like the first or second trade. Yeah, I put the first meat box, the one I did in Pleasant Valley. It's just in. I put it inside the community center. I didn't even think about taking it outside, honestly. Would have been cool, but you can pick those things up. I don't know if I can put it back in my inventory though. Science for another day. Having a nice soda here at the cash register. I'm never going to get those snares. Alright, let's drop the cedar that I've got on me. And this fur. We'll go to the trash drawer. You didn't know I had a trash drawer, did you? That's where that trash goes. And then, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that away. You see, we got 26 spare rifle bullets. I got 52 pistol bullets, but that's the ones I have here. Where's the pistol? So I don't even think I've gone through all this stuff. I must have left it. Darn it! I must have left it at the fishing hut, or not the fishing hut, the fishing village. I threw a few things in here. I don't think the pistol was one of them though. Well, that's pizza for you. Make sure I'm not crazy. I'm not. Alright. I left a bunch of stuff. And you know what? The thing is, too, I bet I dropped it when I was dropping other things. Like I said, when things are stacked and you're trying to drop them, multiple things, it's being weird. So it's either in the locker, it's either in the locker at the fishing huts or on the ground at the little fishing village. Preferably inside, but it could be on the ground because I threw a bunch of little like fish pieces and meat down there, I think. Well, as long as they stay away from me, I'm just well, hang on. They do get annoying, and I like to clear them out. And you can't have wolf skin pants without wolf skin coat. And they both take 4. So anyway, I'm gonna grab this cedar and then I'm gonna speed through the night. Get up and we're gonna make this box and then we're gonna see if I can put it outside, hopefully. I know you can put it on you. But I thought you had to be in build mode to place it. And you can't go into build mode outside. That's why I didn't even think about giving it a shot, honestly. There we go. But we're going to probably definitely, unless there's an Aurora tonight. I doubt I can get it made tonight because it's going to take like 4 or 5 hours. 6 maybe. So I'm going to get in here and do I have any more cooked meat? I don't know that I do. I need to do, I need to play the Long Dark for a minute. Only thing is I've been playing the Long Dark for a minute. I don't think I have anything cooked. I do have another crappy MRE I could eat. I mean, I got tons of food. That's not actually not the problem. I like a lot, but I kind of want to use some of it to decorate with, you know? It's kind of a cheesy way to be hungry, huh? I want to put that on a shelf. It's going to look cool. And this stuff I just decided to leave up there because I don't think there's any other way to place these on the hooks, you know? The drinks, I'll probably rearrange at some point. I've done the drinks. You can get in there and you can actually, it's kind of crazy, but you can actually, if you have the patience, you know, Stacy's grape soda. But you can put them in there, and I mean that's not great, but you can get them lined up and whatever. Oh, here it is. I already got it on me. Perfect. All right. Read the book. Should be able to finish this one. Again, we're going to be doing a ton of fishing. I only think one of these books is useful anymore. That's a level 5. This is 2 of a lower level for me to use. But, yeah, I could probably sneak one more hour in. Oh, I'm done with this book. Oh, I need to hurry or you're not going to get the opportunity. I think I have a book left. Oh, here we go. Boop. Then, need to know where the storage container is. I want this one in particular. I just turn them back up and there you go. Yeah, I was going to say, it's smithing. I knew it. Boop. Walk over here to the bed, get lined up for Betty pies. Top off the tank, and we're going to build a salt curing box in the morning here. I won't sleep that long, but that's fine. We'll kill some time, sleep, kill some time, sleep, kill some time, sleep. The weather sounds lovely. Wonderful day to be inside. Oh! Now here's something. I've already made the trade, so let's see, can I do anything else with this guy? I knew you had to, like... Keep facing this thing. Here we go.
Back at it, I guess.
Okay. So I could just cancel the trade.
Right. See you on the other side.
Right, so let's say you did it like I said, like you set it up for the trades and you get the car battery one, but you can only find 2 car batteries. You could cancel the trade and get other stuff that you can use and need right now. That's not too bad. But yeah, I made water for trades. I didn't really make any water for myself. Let's see what's in the food locker. Just grab some garbage and some work and some work. But again, you can trade for these, but you can make this out of animal fat, which is here. We'll use some dog food. So the oil trade's kind of like meh, but the flour is important. Not only the, well, I guess, and again, I don't think oil goes bad like that every time. Boop. Need to get to the lockers. There you go. Need to find the bed or the fire barrel. No. Need a piece of equipment, and you don't want to do that. And look, now I can pick it up. This to me is one of the most OP things that they've done. I traversed the dam in the dark, by the way, with just this. Now, having some knowledge of the dam, especially the hallways, is going to help. I mean, come on. Game changer. Otherwise, we'd be doing this. Wasted fuel. Or I'd read the book until it was light enough. And technically, I'd be wasting time because we can just go over to this workbench and get started. But first, I need all this fur.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright, and then I don't know if the tools, if I put them away. Oh, the tools are outside. Tools are outside, that's right. I had them in my pocket when I was going to do something and I stuck them in the trunk of a car. No, they're not just sitting out there. I will say this is a good thing though. So I know there's 3 sets of tools. So far I've only gotten the ones from the zone of contamination. I've gotten them twice. There's one in Bleak Inlet and one in Hush River, so have fun with that. But, or no, is it Ash Canyon? I mean, it might be Ash Canyon. Yeah, one of those 2. They're definitely in the zone of contamination in the converter top floor. Take a right at the weird looking garden shed that's inside. Let's see. Wrong car. Yes. Alright, yeah. Now that's out of there. Alright, let's build this thing. This curing box. Can I break that down? Good. Nice. Alright, so we'll go and make the box, which will use up a lot of this wood. What else do I need? Oh, I need the salt. Now, I don't think the box is going to weigh quite this heavy.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Alright, 1 meat curing box, 6 hours. So, let's eat a little snack. Slug a little water. And you can see it just shows you, and it puts it up the top here, the stuff that you can make. And then we'll just go ahead and do 6 hours straight. We're just going to make this thing. Now, I want to point out, I don't know this is in, okay, so this one's in my inventory. And right now I can select it and I can drop it. But if I go into build mode, I go into my inventory, I can select it and place it. Still heavy, aren't we? Yeah. It's heavy. It's, I don't know, it's 22 pounds. So it weighs as much as the salt did. However, we didn't use up all this, and I don't need these on me right now. One thing I can't stand is Astrid huffing and puffing in my ear for no reason. But I think all I'm going to be able to do is drop it. Maybe you can drop it, and then once you drop it on the ground, you can like open it or something. But I don't know how you'd be able to, like, you can pick it up and move it around once it's inside. You wouldn't be able to do that here, I don't think.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
That's kind of where I like to stick another fire. It is kind of flat though. Let me see what happens. Yeah. I dropped it. I should be able to... Yeah, I can't even move it. So, I agree. That's where it should go. Same thing as the little storage box, but it's all indoors. But thank you for the suggestion. I like checking stuff out. I like doing the science. But now I'll be able to go to my inventory. Like I said, I'll click on it. No. Go to build mode. Go to my inventory. Click on it. And then now I can place it. Okay. And then you can just, like I said, like I'm going to stick it right here for now. I'm sticking it right here for now. I think it's backwards. No, those are the hinges. I just cancel it. Cool. And then we can open it up. And the salt just stays in there, right? And you can put 44 pounds worth of meat in here. And you can see we got 22 pounds of salt. And then we'll run outside. Excuse me, we'll see. Now here's the good news, from what I understand anyway. It's going to be like dehydrated meat. So the amount of time that it takes to expire is going to be extended. Now, remember, depending on what difficulty you're playing on, it's going to be faster. So on Interloper, it's still going to go faster than it would on Pilgrim mode. But overall, Interloper, Pilgrim, whatever, it's still going to deteriorate more slowly. Now, the other thing is, and now it says, yeah, I was going to say, these are pretty good shape. Let's grab 3 of those. The condition of the dried meat depends on the condition of what you put in there, right? So I've got this fresh fish, it's about 97%, and then I got this rancid fish, it's at 25%. So we're going to do a little experiment and see. So basically, once it's cured, this crap fish will be at 25% on the dried meat. And just for kicks and giggles, let's grab some venison steaks. Yeah. We'll try to get them as high. Now, here's the thing, though. So I did this. That might be one too many, but whatever. I put some in my box in Pleasant Valley, and I put in some deer meat that was at 95%. It went up to 100%. I put in a fish that was at 75%. It went up to 100%. No, it was like at 80%. It went up to 100%. The bear steaks that I put in, though, that were at 75%, stayed at 75%. So I'm wondering if there's like, 75 and below. We're going to do some more science. But this takes days, as it should, right? Okay, so there's a certain threshold, right? This is too gross to put in here. Also, this is too gross to trade, because I tried trading it. Hey, it just says pounds of meat. It doesn't say what kind of condition it's supposed to be in, right? So it was at 33% when I tried to trade it. Hey, what? There we go. Actually, I got spots for 2 more. But the other end of that, so it lasts longer, right? It's also going to be lighter weight. So 1.1 pound instead of 2.2 pounds, probably, and then on down the scale. So if you're doing 1.1 pound, maybe they're about half a pound. But I'm also thinking we're going to lose calories because you do lose calories when you dehydrate or salt meat. So you'll be making that choice kind of like,
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
is it more important to have some lightweight long-lasting calories, or is it better to just keep carrying steaks? I won't really know until I get a batch dehydrated. Uh, I guess it takes probably about 5 days. Not based on any like real life kind of comparison, just that's how they usually do things in this game. And I'm also wondering, like, what's the viability of salting like rabbit or ptarmigan? I mean, how many more calories are going to be left? So, but you can look on them and it'll show a little meter. And like I said, tomorrow it'll probably be 15 to 20% cured or something like that. Oh, you can kind of see it when you open it up. Hold on. Or when it was closing. Ready? Yeah, you can see salt in there. That's cool. I think, yeah, we got about 4.5 pounds of salt left. So making these trades for these bags of salt, it's going to be huge. Because the salt is going to slowly go down in here. It'll be 18 pounds tomorrow, 17, 16 as it slowly cures the meat. As far as furniture goes, again, I think this is going to be fantastic because we can put these not only just for decorating and making something feel more home-like, but mostly more useful. You can really have these as surfaces where you can put stuff on and underneath. The dressers and the containers that have drawers are going to give you multiple ways to keep things. And this is something else too. So you could make this dresser it's your food dresser, right? So you could have salt in one drawer, you could have oil and flour, you could separate out all your harvestables, you know, your rose hips and whatever, your different teas and things. It could be a tea cabinet, you know, whatever, or tools, clothing, whatever you're using. But it's really going to add a lot more uh, diversity. I mean, we're going to have fun decorating, don't get me wrong. And we're going to have fun putting this furniture around. But what it's really going to do for us is help us. There's the quilted bed. And there's the... I should be able to make this by the time I get back to Pleasant Valley. Uh, Everything's just going to be more useful, more convenient. And I just want to point out that, you know, I got rid of the tire racks. I just completely trashed them. Generally speaking, if you want to get rid of something, it takes about 30 minutes to like 3 to 6 minutes. Like this crate's going to take 6 minutes. This barrel's going to take half an hour. Tire, half an hour. So a lot of stuff is 30 minutes. And so even if it's big stuff, like I'm betting this desk takes half an hour. Oh, it's got stuff in it. Half an hour, half an hour, half an hour. The other thing you can see right there, every time I do that, I get a save, right? Most of these places have, you know, may or may not have a bed. But this means that you can go into any kind of interior, bed or no, and just go like this, save, right? Or, well, do that and then turn it off, save. So instead of like, and the other nice thing about this, say I'm getting ready to go on a journey, right? I get everything packed up. Okay. I'm ready. Right before I leave, I go into build mode. I get to save, right? I leave the gas station and I go for a walk, right? I go through the winding river. I go to Mystery Lake. I get to Forlorn Muskeg. I go to Broken Railroad, right? I don't... No, it wouldn't work because I do an interior. Well, let's say I went from here through Ravine to Mystery Lake. No interiors, right? Nowhere to save. And I get to Mystery Lake and I forgot the hammer that I was supposed to bring with me. Quit, reload your save. You'll be right here at the door, completely packed and ready, except for the hammer. That way you don't have to come back. And let's say maybe before you left, you did 2 hours of cooking and you read a book and you did some mending. you made a smiley face out of rocks in the snow, whatever. You know, you won't have to do all that over again. You'll just have to grab the hammer. Amazing. So again, what makes this so OP? Well, the ability to rearrange stuff is massive. Some of these places, the reason it's so hard to do anything in them is just because they're so poorly put together. There's things in your way. You know, you're going to be able to change your view. I'll put it that way. And so you're going to be able to come and you can make this your home. And if you find one of these that happens to have a fireplace, even better, or a potbelly stove, right? But if you come in here and let's say some of the destroyed houses or some of the houses that are like under construction and there's like, you know, there's a shelf that's tipped over, the table's on its side, the chairs are over, you can't hardly get through here, and in the dark, it's almost impossible. Oh, we can also clear the junk, which I've been trying to remember to do every time I go into every building. Like I said, we can rearrange and we can redecorate. We can even fix broken things. But if I really want to move this stove out of this room or destroy it completely, It's got stuff in it I can't. But I could. It hasn't been searched yet. I can't destroy unsearched containers. That's why I can't touch like half this stuff. But if I wanted to, I could put this toaster in my backpack, take it over and drop it off at my place. This cool pancake painting. I've already got one, by the way. But there's another one. Curtains, all that stuff. You always wanted to know what time it was. It's always this time, by the way. But still. Pictures. You can't put a dresser in your pocket. But you can get this nice painting of a deer. A lamp. I'm taking this clock radio, as a matter of fact. That'll look cool on my bedside table. And if it was pitch black, you could still go here. I'd go stop right in front of the dresser, and then I'd hit each drawer. In the dark, pitch black.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Still be able to loot. You'd miss stuff like that. But you can turn your lamp on for just a minute. Run around, peek around and under everything. Turn it back off. Go into night vision mode. That's what I'm going to call it. And boom, you're golden. Oh, here's some salt. I still haven't really even done a lot of looting for the little... I haven't done hardly any looting in this little town. That's huge. Navigate the dam in the dark, you guys. Every ounce of oil counts. Even more so than it did before. Even though you have fishing. You got to trade pounds and pounds of this stuff for some of these trades. And if it's something that you really want or need, there you go. Let's talk about some of the trades that I've seen. Mucklux, head wrap, right? Who's to say an expedition coat doesn't pop up there at some point? How much oil do you need to trade for an expedition coat? So, segue right into trades. Trades are unbelievably overpowered. You do have to live in Coastal Highway, but the thing is, you don't have to live here. You just need to come here during the Aurora and do the radio. Now, you got to fight Aurora wolves and bears, and maybe you can sneak around and do it. You got this huge open ice, so you'll be able to spot the wolves. Now, if they're in town, yikes, right? Maybe you just make a run for it and hope for the best. You think you'd be able to get in here, but you can't. Maybe you need to... Because what I'm thinking is, you live on Misanthrope. Now, it sucks that there's not a stove inside and you can't build stoves, but it kind of makes sense. We don't have the tools to make a potbelly stove, and even if we do, we have forges, right? Well, they're not that big. Not only are they not that big, but it'd be a little too heavy to carry. So, you just cook outside, or come over here, you know. But a workbench and a furniture bench, and you can design that to whatever you want. And you'll have plenty of storage, even though there's a decent amount in these houses already. That's massive. But the trading is crazy because you can get the salt for the new building stuff, for the new curing box, and recipes for cooking. You can trade, there's dried apples to get vitamin C, OP gear. Oh, I got a hard hat. I'll run into... Well, now we'll finish out here. But I got a hard hat. The miner's hard hat that you can get from the zone of contamination. So I can wear that for protection to help me. Another thing that's happened. The mountain lion. I had mountain lions turned off and the animals on passive. But when I got up to the entrance to Coastal Highway from Ravine, I went into a trailer. I came out of the trailer, and then all of a sudden, you guys, all of a sudden, there was a cougar picture on my screen. And I was eating or drinking or both. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, what is this? And then when I got outside of the cabin, all of a sudden there was cougar noises. That's right. And I wandered around and I got closer and closer to the entrance because I know that's where he spawns. And it got louder and louder and louder. And I don't know. There shouldn't be a mountain lion there. I don't think there's a mountain lion there. But just in case I didn't go. No mountain lions is tracking me. All the animals are still passive. I know I turned off mountain lions. So I'm assuming that's a glitch. And I've done too much in this playthrough to risk all that right now. However, I am going to risk it at some point because I'm going to get hide clothing, my construction helmet, or my miner's helmet, right? Maybe we'll go to Black Rock and we'll get a flak jacket. I've been picking up some antiseptic. We're going to go battle it. We're going to see if there's... I don't think there's anything there, but maybe. And then I'm not even sure what happens if it is there. Do I break everything? Hopefully it's just something that's broken and a patch comes soon enough. But listen, you guys, I love The Long Dark. I've been playing it for a long time. I've got hundreds of videos out there you guys can check out. Different series doing different things. Helping pilgrims get started. Helping players understand how to get to the different difficulties and the different modes. Check it out if you get a chance. I'd appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's already been watching my videos. You guys that are subscribed. I love you guys. You guys saying hello and watching the videos. Most appreciated. You guys are awesome. But I do love The Long Dark. And what I want to tell you is this. It's not a game that is ever going to disappear. It wasn't in danger of me not streaming it anymore or anything like that. But it was getting a little stale. And I can tell you, running back and forth to Pleasant Valley here, back and forth to Mystery Lake, running all these places and doing all this stuff to gather wood, to gather birch bark, because I know some of the trades need a lot of birch bark, you know, and designing your own interior spaces, coming up with better objects for storage, for showing off our trophies, for just keeping things generally not in a pile on the floor. And getting excited about getting out there and gathering the materials and just doing some hunting just so I can have some deer couches and things like that too. Fantastic. Fantastic. And big shout out to the Chavoy once again. A useful item that is even more useful. In fact, I would say, you know, get the saplings, get the skin, and keep it repaired because it just got even more useful. So, and I loved it. The maps. I'm gonna be honest, they've been okay. I barely explored Sundered Pass. You know, Forsaken Airfield. I'm pretty confident with that one. Zone of Contamination. I know parts of. They're all right, but they seem to all have their detractors too. But you know, you get a lot of good, and there's only a few things wrong, and that's fine. Less impressed with the maps than I am with the recipes, with the, because that's huge too. That's a game changer. Ability to, you know, regain condition on Interloper, ability to, you know, regain fatigue. To the rosehip pie and the meat pies for carrying weight are outstanding, and that is a game changer. That's OP. All the different recipes are a big deal. Love those. The new gear, sure. Some of it's cool, right? The holster, I think, is pretty cool. But yeah, you know, and as far as the Cougar is concerned and the Cougar gear, I hear it's nice. I probably won't ever get one unless we happen to spawn one mistakenly on this map. I don't know. But for the most part, you guys, I really think this is the big deal. Right here. This base customization, and like I said, just even going around and being able to rearrange some of these buildings, so you know you don't necessarily have to put a bunch of paintings in there and a microwave and all the little things, but you can make it flow better. You can make it work better. You can take a shelf that's in a room at the back of the house that has no need for you, and bring it forward up to the potbelly stove so you can put a bunch of crap on there. You know, it's just it's amazing. And then you got the night vision, which I hope they don't get rid of. Like, I don't see how they could. And then I want to talk about the woodworking tools right now. The woodworking tools are at 100%. I have used them over and over again, and they have not gone down in condition. I hope that is something that stays in the game and is not a bug or something they want to get rid of at some point. Otherwise, I mean, I could see why they would do it in the Long Dark, to make you go to Bleak, to make you go to Ash, to get the other tools. But then you would have to make them degrade very tiny little bits, I think, if you really wanted to make it fair. Because if it really is only good enough to decorate one place or two places, nah. The other thing I did notice too, though, is that some of my other tools aren't really degrading correctly. Uh, they were the other day, but after the bug fix, they haven't been. So I have a set of tools, set of red tools that I used, and it was down to 99%. I've used them like 5 or 6 times since then, still at 99%. uh, uh, I'm just mentioning it. Just mentioning it. It doesn't have to be gotten rid of or anything. But it also seems a little OP. Alright. Alright guys, well I think that's going to do it for this video. I think I covered everything, and I, I know it works better as a two-part series, but I've done the other video and maybe named this one the same, but I just wanted it, this is a little different. And the other one, I mean, I just kind of didn't want to go back there because I'm happy with this one, and I'm going to keep building with this character. So, with this Astrid. So, what I would look for in the future is we're going to go back to the Pilgrims or Noobs, Pilgrim for Noobs series, and the Coastal Nightmare series will be coming back. But look for me dotting in some videos, kind of like I did for Fallout in the Mods Are Dead series, which is also plans for the future soon, probably after Christmas. But because I'm doing a Scarlet run right now, sorry, I will get one single thought out in a moment. But anyway, see, look for some episodes of just randomness of me doing some building and showing off builds in the Long Dark. Again, I want to thank everybody that's been watching and checking out my videos. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and doing all those good things. Feel free to keep doing them. Thank you so much. And listen, you guys, can't wait to see you in all the other games I like to play. All right, if you have to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. I really hope you guys are out there having a great day, and y'all be good to each other.